right, everybody. Good Thanksgiving morning to you. I am Lee Elci. You're listening to 94.9 News Now and Stimulating Talk. Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of high school football on the radio. We've got a great game. Waterford taking on East Lyme. Now, we've got a chance, or I've gotten a chance at least, to listen and watch and call a bunch of Waterford games this season. This will be our fourth. Looking forward to it. And we have a great little pregame show for you. Going to have a whole host of guests in here, and we'll talk about the world of football. We'll talk some high school football. We'll talk some NFL football. We'll even throw some college football in there as well. And before this half hour is over and kickoff of the Waterford Lancer and East Lyme Viking game occurs, we'll also make our NFL football picks. But before we go any further, I'd like to bring on my very first guest. We call him the Sports Doctor. Keith, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Hey, morning, Lee. Happy Thanksgiving.
Just tapping into your knowledge, certainly about the world of local sports and beyond, is going to be a treat for all the listeners out there. Let me ask you, I just want to get this out of the way. You're on a couple other radio stations, and you've got an internet show as well, right?
Yes, I am. The show is called Coffee with the Sports Doctor. I have a lot of fun with it, and we have some great guests. And hey, listen, it's what we all like to do.
Tell me a little bit about some of the local high school football stars. Who's the best player in the area?
Well, I mean, I think hands down, when you look at it, Lee, the best football player in the area, pure football player, is probably Marcus Outlow from NFA. He's an electrifying junior running back, H-back, wide receiver. The kid can do it all. He's a man-child out there on a high school field, and, he's got a bright future ahead of him. I mean, hundreds of scholarship offers from D1 schools, from Alabama to UConn to Penn State to Boston College. So, it's Southeastern Connecticut is a hotbed that a lot of people don't realize for college athletes, potentially down the road.
He's actually going to be a good player, I think, at the next level. So NFA, they're undefeated right now, right?
Yes, they are undefeated, and it looks like they will qualify for the state tournament. They're trying to cap off an undefeated season versus in London, and what a better way to do that than the oldest high school rivalry in the country. A lot of people don't realize that. But it's right here in Southeastern Connecticut. And the beauty about some of these high school games, when you go to it on Thanksgiving morning, you're going to see all the kids from the school come back in, support the local high schools, whether it's Jordan Reed, who now goes to school in Florida for New London, whether it's, Matt Shaughnessy, who plays for the Raiders, whether it's, even R.J. Evans, who plays college basketball for UConn right now, once played football at NFA. That's the beauty about some of these high school games. You see all these kids come back and support the program.
It's really true. And this area has been just loaded with great athletes, and it's been that way for a long, long time. And, not to switch gears too much, but just take a look at Major League Baseball. Right now, there are 4 guys who are actually on rosters playing Major League Baseball from within almost a golf shot from where I'm sitting right now. I mean, this area is loaded with great athletes, and you just mentioned some other ones who are playing in some different sports. It's really a treat to get a chance to see some of these kids, and some of the kids you're going to watch today are going to be the next superstars. You may not know it now, but hey, they may turn out to be the next guy who's playing either in the big leagues or in the NFL.
Yeah, and props to you, Lee, and some of the work you do for Southeastern Connecticut, because unfortunately I think a lot of the fans, we tend to forget about these kids once they leave high school, once they move on from college. I mean, you're going to turn on a game on a Wednesday night, and you're going to see Rajai Davis, playing center field, and a Major League Baseball game, and he went to New London High.
Absolutely. New London High, Avery Point, that's a local kid who's made good. He's cashing in big time with the Blue Jays, and we hope for the best, although he had a bad season this past year. Let's move real quick to the NFL. Get your opinion. I know I'm probably in the minority here. I know this is New England country, but what Belichick does in some of these games by running up the score, I'm a big believer in karma. I've been on that field before. I think you got to know or have a better idea when to take the pedal off the metal. And to have Gronkowski be out there, I understand it, freak accident or freak play, but you can't have your superstar on the point after team and getting hurt. I think that's just a shame.
Well, that's just Bill Belichick. I mean, he has been like that, for the last 12 or 13 years. Lee, I'm not going to argue him. He's been to 5 Super Bowls. He's won 3 of them. I will give you this, though. At some point, a member of that coaching staff or Bill Belichick himself is going to have to say, hey, listen, it's Sunday. It's a late game. We're up 52-24. We have a Thursday night game in New York. At what point do you get your players and get your stars out of that game? We're working on a short week. We need our rest. And very rarely do you see the New England Patriot players, on the sidelines actually enjoying themselves and enjoying the victory. Listen, professional players, they play the game. That's what they get paid for. So you're going to have a guy or two on the bench who can go in garbage time. But that's just Bill Belichick. That's the way he is. But I don't think he receives enough criticism for sometimes game management. And maybe in this case, Lee, with the game in hand, it's very late. Hey, you know what? Let's get our guys some rest. Let's get them off the field. And you know what? When you're in week 10 and week 11, isn't it all about being healthy down the stretch for the playoffs now?
I agree with you 1,000%. And I think Belichick, you can't really say anything necessarily negative about what he's accomplished in New England. I mean, this is a guy who has run the tightest ship, the best program. You question Bill Belichick. I know you're not supposed to do that. He's like God. But in this case, I agree with you. There's no reason for Brady to be taking any snaps. And by the way, don't you want to get a backup in just to get a feel for what it's like to actually be on the field during real play? I don't understand why they don't do that.
Yeah, I would. And you know what? Anytime you can get players in who aren't accustomed to game time speed and game time situations, you certainly would. But I definitely think, you know what? Getting your guys off the field healthy and preparing for a short week in New York is huge, especially for any team in the league who are making listen, New England's in it to win the Super Bowl. They don't. The game's over against the Colts. Give you guys some rest, reload for the Jets, and move on.
All right. Well, give me your predictions here for today. I mean, we have, of course, 3 NFL games. Everybody will be watching. Certainly, I think tonight the Patriots against the Jets, but there are a couple of games during the day. Anything we need to look for today from the NFL?
Well, I mean, doesn't Detroit surprise us every single Thanksgiving Day? The Detroit Lions, we've had an awful year this year, coming off of last year being 10-6 and going to the playoffs. But doesn't it seem like, whether it's Barry Sanders on a 4-10 team or, whether it's Eric Heupel back in the day throwing for 350 yards. Now, watch out for Detroit today. They always bring a little something extra, on Thanksgiving Day. And you know what? Look for the Patriots to come out and just absolutely bury the Jets.
You think so? All right.
I definitely think so. I think the Jets are in big trouble, and you know what? It's not fun watching the Jets lose because, to be honest with you, Rex Ryan's not a lot of fun when they lose. He's a lot more fun when they're winning and shooting his mouth off.
I'll tell you, and there really are, in my mind, at least you got 3 pretty good games, or at least 3 entertaining games, because like you said, the Lions have a lot of stars. They got Megatron, who's just a beast. They've got a quarterback now who can actually play. Sue is a crazy man on the defensive side of the football. You're talking about RG3 playing today. You've got the Patriots and, again, the Jets tonight. I think it's going to be a fun day of football. And, of course, we've got the game here coming up in just a couple minutes. One last thing, again, we're talking with the sports doctor here, Keith O'Brien, just about 15 or 20 minutes away from kickoff here this morning. East Lyme taking on Waterford at halftime. I'm going to have Mike DeMoro from the day on, and I bring that up, Keith, because Mike's a huge BC fan and a huge.
We know that.
Well, he hates Notre Dame.
We know that too.
So tell me, is Notre Dame a legitimate number 1? And when they finally get a chance to step up against either an Alabama or a Georgia, are they going to be able to win that game?
You know what? I give them a fighting chance in any game. And here's the telling sign, is they've had opportunities this season against Stanford and against Pittsburgh to lose games. And along the way, to a national championship in any sport or in any kind of championship, you got to get a little bit of luck along your side. The leprechaun was shining on them a few weeks ago when the kid from Pittsburgh missed a chip shot field goal. Yep. They got a generous spot call from the running back from Stanford. So, why not? Notre Dame is a great story for college football this year, whether you love them or hate them. They got a great coach. They've got a tremendous defensive player in Manti Te'o. Electrifying young quarterback at freshman quarterback from Golston who can make plays. And think about this, 6 or 7 months ago, USC was actually the preseason ranked number 1 team with, Matt Barkley for the Heisman and, you coming back for his senior year and winning everything, and the shoes on the other foot when Notre Dame was the unranked team unknown. Now Notre Dame's number 1, USC on the outside looking in. I think everything shapes up this weekend for Notre Dame to remain number 1 and play in the national championship game. And how they fare against one of the SEC teams, why not lead? They've got a very stingy defense. They got a tremendous coaching staff, and they don't make mistakes. They don't hurt themselves. They don't turn the ball over. And whatever happens on the field happens on the field.
All right, Keith. Listen, great insight today. We appreciate it. All the info. The Sports Doctor. What's the website you're on?
Right, WHUS.org. And Lee, eat all the turkey you want because it's the stuffing that gets you.
Thanks, Keith. All right, great job from Keith O'Brien, the sports doctor. And it's funny, we go from the sports doctor to an actual doctor. Good morning, Doctor. Dr. Rosen. Anyway, we bring on our good friend and pal and, longtime friend of my show. He appears each and every Wednesday morning at 7:05. We got him here on Thanksgiving Day. And, of course, that's Dr. Anthony Elci. Doctor, good morning. How are you? I think we should hit the ground running talking about something that's affecting the NFL. To me, it seems like it's happening a lot more. Now, you have your theories. Maybe I have mine. I would think yours probably come from a more educated place. But still, concussions in the NFL running rampant, yes?
Yes.
Why?
I saw an interview this morning with Ed Reed, who was just penalized because of an excessive hit that he put on a Pittsburgh Steelers player. And he said, hitting heads is the way we were taught to play the game. It's the game we've grown up watching. That's the way we play the game now. And I think he summed it up perfectly. We've changed the game of football from when it first started. From the days that maybe you and I remember, there's clearly been a change of hitting with your head, okay, and leading with your head and aiming at the other player's head as the vulnerable spot. And I think that change in the game has to go. They're trying to do it with penalties, and it's awkward. It really is awkward. Was it really excessive? Wasn't it? They're appealing, this and that. We need to work on teaching young people that this isn't the game of football and get back to what the game really is about. And it's really about hard work, blocking, and tackling the way you and I were taught to tackle. I don't think you were taught to tackle with your head first.
No, they tried to steer you away from that. And again, it also ended up causing more injuries to the person who was actually doing the delivering of the hit in most cases. You put your head down, and those guys got stingers, in some cases neck injuries.
Unless you're a vulnerable player.
Yeah,
I guess that's the definition remains to be seen of who a vulnerable player is. We all agree that it's a kicker.
Yeah.
Is a vulnerable player. And I believe in some situations a quarterback is a vulnerable player.
All right, but you mentioned Ed Reed, Doc, and that hit to me, that was crazy that he got penalty flag called against him on that hit. There was nothing in that hit.
I agree with you.
Okay.
But I think his statement was the most telling thing, is that concussions are going to happen. I've had them. Other people have them. But this is the way we were taught to play the game. And he's decidedly younger than I am. So something happened at the level of coaching young people and young people watching this game on TV, and somebody screwed it up. That's what we have a problem with now.
All right, can the NFL then, can they do something about this? Because let's go back to the original question. Are there more concussions now than 20 years ago? And if so, how is that happening?
Yes, the answer to your question is
all right.
Yes.
Is it because they're paying attention more, Doc?
Bigger, faster, stronger. The way they're playing the game is different than years ago. And players have finally figured out, okay, hey, we're not as dumb as you think, okay? I keep getting hit in the head.
Yeah.
I'm looking at guys who are now in nursing homes. I'm looking at Mike Webster. I'm looking at Alex Karras, who died young, not even being able to recognize who their own children were.
Okay, but see, that goes back to my original point, Doc, is that do you think that those guys, the Alex Karrases of the world, the Websters, the Jack Lamberts, these guys, Alan Pages, who, well, he's a Supreme Court justice attorney, but there are guys who literally cannot walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time now, and I'm not saying that as a joke, and they played prior to this era where they were looking out for these guys. So I guess my question really was, do you think that concussions were happening at the same rate, they just didn't recognize it?
I think they were happening at a lower rate.
Yeah.
But I think they were just as severe or more severe because they didn't know enough to report them. Let's not forget, concussion is a cumulative injury. So when you get one, you need to rest, let it heal, before you get another one.
Yeah.
These guys didn't do that.
Right.
They had several in a game. So that's where we get to this repeated head trauma and, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. So that's where the issue is. What I find ironic is, in this study that's just going to come out by Frontline and Outside the Lines at ESPN, is the NFL recognized that in 1999. They paid at least 3 athletes disability payments based on chronic concussion. But in 2005, they published articles. By the way, they were published by physicians who were salaried by the NFL, saying that concussion is no way a factor in professional football. So there's that irony in this whole thing. But I think we have to get back to the youth level, and what are we doing at the youth level? What are we teaching these young people about the game? Because otherwise, the game is going to look like boxing. No one's going to want their kid to go play football.
You know, it's interesting, Doc, too. I see this commercial a lot, and whenever I see it, I think of you because, you know, you are now involved heavily with the NFL. And the NFL actually has a commercial, I don't know if you've seen it, with Tom Brady and Ray Lewis and Ray Lewis's mom. Did you see that?
I did not.
Okay, basically it's well, maybe it's not, maybe it's Ray Lewis's wife, but it basically what it is it's a woman asking Tom Brady if it's safe to play football, and Brady says, it goes, you know, above and beyond, saying yes, of course it is, and then the joke is that the guy the woman's talking about is Ray Lewis. My little Ray is what she says, but they're trying to get a message out in the commercial that, hey, it's okay to play football. Do you think the NFL, I mean, is really going to push forward with this? Because, like you said, a lot of folks don't want their kids to play football anymore, and the last thing the NFL wants is 10 years from now, no football players.
Mothers never want their sons to play football, period. Okay? Mothers don't want their kids to play football. Fathers want their kids to play football.
Yeah.
And for years, fathers have won the argument. They're now going to lose the argument because there's data to enforce what mothers have said.
Right.
Every kid is going to grow up with a lacrosse stick because that's what every kid is doing now.
Yeah.
I can tell you numerous young people who were talented football players who suddenly became in love with the game of lacrosse. So I think that that's the trend, and unless the NFL and these youth groups figure it out, the game is destined to failure. And I've shared that with them.
No, I know.
And they know it.
I know.
So to say that it's safe the way it is now is ludicrous. That's as much as saying in 2005 concussions aren't a part of the game. You know, to make a statement like that without showing that you're going to change the game. So right now what we're concentrating on is providing benefits for former players who are disabled. They were disabled on the job. This is work comp, okay?
Yeah.
But those are dinosaurs. That's the game of the past. Now we have to look to the future, and what are we doing about the game in the future? And that's where we're going to have the biggest job. So emphasizing what we see on Sunday is a mistake. You really have to start working at the youth level.
All right, Doc, thank you so very, very much, and we appreciate you taking time out on this Turkey Day to talk with us, and go grab yourself a drumstick and allow me to continue and finish the pregame. Again, Waterford High School taking on East Lyme. We're here at Alumni Field in Waterford. Kickoff is just a couple of minutes away, and we'll have every play all game long on your Thanksgiving Thursday. But before we move any further, it's very important that this next segment occurs because I didn't get a chance to do this yesterday, and usually I do it on Friday, but I wanted to do it today because I'm on fire, ladies and gentlemen. 7-1. The last 2 weeks, I've gone from below 500 to a respectable 20-14, and if I have a big week this week, man, sky is the limit. Stand back. Time for me to give you my NFL football picks. Like I said, 20-14 on the year, 7-1 the last 2 weeks. I'm going to get right at it because we're about to hit kickoff here between the Lancers and the Vikings. And no, I will not handicap this game. Game number 1, yeah, I'm a believer. The Bucs have me going, man. Had them last week. I got them again this week. I know everybody just gave a against the Falcons. Yep, taking the Bucs +1 at home against Atlanta. Very close game. I like the Bucs to win this one. This is a team that's headed to the playoffs. This is a team headed in the right direction. Game 1, Tampa Bay. Game 2, I'll take Miami at home +3 against Seattle. Seattle's not a great team, not a bad team, playing good, but they got to go across country. 1 o'clock start. No way. No way, Jose. I'm digging Miami. They're going to win the game on the field. Take the 3 against the Seattle Seahawks. Game number 4, yeah. Tonight, I'll take the Jets. I'll be the sucker. This is a game I don't like that much. But I got a feeling that this is going to be a field goal game for some reason. There's really no reason behind it. Just a gut feeling. So if you're going to throw one out, throw this one out. But I like the Jets +7 tonight against the Patriots. And I wouldn't be shocked if they won the game. Final game is I do like the Baltimore Ravens. I think that the San Diego Chargers are paper tigers, if you will. They're just not that good. So I'm going to take Baltimore +1 at San Diego. Baltimore wins that game all day long, no question about it. All right. Yes, we are about to begin. We're going to send it back to the studio, take a very quick break. When we return, high school football action right here on the radio. It's 94.9 News Now and Stimulating Talk.
At Greenswald Gardens in Waterford, we're here to share our knowledge and expertise with you. Fall is here, and it's time to plant your spring bulbs. And at Greenswald Gardens, you'll find hundreds, as well as trees, shrubs, perennials, and colorful mums. Garden's egg products, natural animal repellents, fresh eggs, local honey, and more. And from hummingbirds to Clydesdales, Greenswald has all the feed you need. Brands like Blue Seal, Canaday, Taste the Wild, and so much more. Visit online at greensurvival.biz. The Vercade family, purveyors of quality plants and concise advice for 7 generations. Stop in and grab some asters and mums for fall color.
This is a special announcement from East Coast Jewelry and Loan. Hunting season is here, and you need a new handgun or shotgun. Don't sweat. See Brett. If you have a gun and want to trade it on a new one, bring it to East Coast Jewelry and Loan, because Brett will upgrade you with the latest firearm. Do you need power tools, lawn and gardening tools, jewelry, TVs, guitars, a computer for back to school? Don't sweat. See Brett, because Brett has just about everything that you need. East Coast Jewelry and Loan has the lowest prices on power tools, jewelry, TVs, computers, musical instruments, and so much more. Are you short on cash? Don't sweat. See Brett, because he'll give you a 30-day bridge loan and ease some of your financial stress. Brett accepts most things of value from cars, motorcycles, computers, TVs, and more. East Coast Jewelry and Loan also pays top dollar for your gold and silver. Located 2 miles from Foxwoods in the Holly Green Plaza on Route 2 in North Stonington.
Buying or selling a home has never been more complicated or stressful than it is right now. At Shoreviews, we focus first on understanding your needs and finding the right solutions to help you achieve your goals. I'm Lori Hopkins Cavanaugh, owner of Shoreviews Real Estate and host of the entertaining new talk show, Win at Real Estate. Every Sunday from 11 to noon here on 94.9 News Now, I will invite local experts to discuss issues that can make or break your real estate transaction. Now, don't wait for the show to check out our real estate website at shoreviews.com, where you can search for properties for sale or rent and request a price opinion to find out what your home is really worth. For all your real estate needs, go to shoreviews.com and listen every Sunday from 11 to noon to Win at Real Estate. Shoreviews is a full-service real estate brokerage licensed in Connecticut and Rhode Island.
Hello, folks. Rob Valenti from Valenti Toyota and Subaru, Dunn's Corners, Wesley, Rhode Island. Number one when it comes to price and Valenti value. New 2013 Toyota Corolla at $149 a month. New 2012 Toyota Camrys at $199 a month. New 2012 RAV4s at $189 a month. New 2013 Subaru Forester Limited take off $2,500. New 2013 Subaru Outback 0% financing available only at Valenti Subaru. We have 2013 Subaru WRXs, Crosstracks, and BRZs. We price match our competition plus give you an additional $500 and more of Valenti value. Go to bobvalenti.com or call 401-322-7200. Thank you and just smile.
Men should go to the barber, but real men go to the Salty Dog Barber Shop. Get shaved with a straight razor, get groomed to perfection, and enjoy the company of the lovely Amy while you do. Worried about waiting? Go shoot pool in the other room and look at your favorite playmates while you wait. The Salty Dog Barber Shop in downtown Mystic. The real man's barber shop. One cut and you'll wish your hair grew faster. The Salty Dog is open Monday through Saturday until 7 p.m.
If you need anything screen printed, custom embroidery, plaques, specialty hats, jerseys, t-shirts, and jackets for your employees or team uniforms, then the only place to go is R&B Apparel Plus. R&B Apparel Plus is located in the rear of the Groton Shopping Plaza. Make your reunion and graduation celebration even more memorable with a custom novelty item specially made for the event. The staff at R&B Apparel are experienced professionals for novelty items, and they're located in the rear of the Groton Shopping Plaza.
How's your driveway looking? Does it have cracks, poor drainage, puddles, even broken edges? Are you tired of moving stones and gravel? The time to contact Northeast Paving is now. Call 447-1518. That's 447-1518. Northeast Paving will repair any driveway or parking lot. But before any work starts, Northeast Paving will walk you through the process step by step, explaining the costs and what needs to be done. Call Northeast Paving today for a free estimate and ask for Gina, 447-1518.
The Main Street Street Grill in Niantic. Don't just try something different tonight. Try something better. And now, try it on the new deck overlooking the Sound. Outdoor pleasure at its finest. Only at the Main Street Grill in Niantic. The only local restaurant where you'll experience real value prepared by Chef Frank Grace. Perfect for a quick lunch, a romantic dinner for two, or a family outing. And now, with a breathtaking outdoor view. Try something better tonight. The Main Street Grill in Niantic.
Hey everybody, it's Lee Elci. There's only one landscaper that I will ever use, and that's Sprigs and Twigs. And here's my friend, Linda Lilly.
Hi, my name is Linda Lilly. I am co-owner and president of Sprigs and Twigs Landscapes, and I'm here to talk about landscape design. We specialize in low-maintenance, naturalistic landscapes. We use as many native plants as possible. We also specialize in curb appeal, especially for a thought of selling your house and coming by and sprucing up your house to present a good first impression. I consult if you would like to do the work yourself around your property. I would be very happy to come out and talk with you and give you some pointers and hints.
Call Sprigs and Twigs today, 860-235-0752, or check them out online, sprigsandtwigs.net.
94.9 News Now. WJJF Montauk, New London, Waterford, and W230BH Montauk.
94.9 News Now and CBS.
All right, everybody, welcome to Alumni Field here in Waterford, Connecticut, as we are joining the game literally as it has begun. A kickoff by the Lancers is returned all the way back to the 40-yard line of the Lancers. So a short little ground ball kick. East Lyme got the ball at about the 20, then one big run, but we got a flag on the play. It's going to be against East Lyme. So the long run back all the way to the Waterford 40 will be negated as we begin here at Alumni Field in Waterford, Connecticut. Beautiful Thanksgiving Day game, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you and everybody out there who's listening, all your family and friends. We here at 94.9 Full Power Radio also wish you the happiest of Thanksgivings and hope you have a great day. Again, Alumni Field is where we are. The 4-5 Waterford Lancers taking on the 2-7 East Lyme Vikings, and the Vikings will take over first as they'll get the ball at about the 42-yard line. First down and 10 as we set to go here with 11:51 to go here in the first quarter, and the game begins. East Lyme comes out, pro set, quick handoff up the middle into the middle of the line, and tackled immediately by the center of the Lancer defense. Again, the quarterback for the East Lyme Vikings is Mitchell Murphy, and I'll give you some more details on who, what, where, and how. We haven't done any East Lyme games, but we've done a couple, actually 3 Waterford games. So far, Waterford has had pretty much mild success when we're here doing the games. I expect somewhat of a high-scoring game. Waterford can put the ball in the end zone. East Lyme's been playing very well lately, so we'll see what happens. Second down, 10. Ball again at the 42-yard line. East Lyme brings him out again in a pro set. Quick pitch, ball's dropped, fumbled, still on the ground, and finally recovered by what appears to be the Lancers at the 31-yard line. So a quick pitch fumble in perfect conditions. Just the running back, number 32 for the East Lyme Vikings, Eric Sturton. Easy pitch. The pitch was right there. He just lost it. East Lyme dropped the football. Waterford recovers at the 32-yard line. So the first big break goes Waterford's way. They take over first down and 10 at the 32. As I said, we're more familiar with Waterford. We've done a bunch of their games. Their quarterback, their wide receivers, their running backs, all we know on a first-name basis, so to speak. Seth Hoagland is the quarterback, just handed off to Shepard off the left side, picked up about 2. The big play guy for the Waterford Lancers still is Kyle Willoughby, and we'll see how many catches he gets today. Again, you couldn't have asked for a better day in a better setting here at Waterford High. It is a beautiful day. Temps about 50 degrees, winds slight breeze. Be second down, we'll call it 8. Waterford brings him out. One wide out to the right. Willoughby's wide out to the left. East Lyme in a 4-3 defense. Somebody jumped, but no flag. Again, second down. Long count, handoff off the right side goes, and a great tackle by East Lyme's Eric Sturton, as we're trying to learn some of the East Lyme guys. Eric Sturton with a nice play for a loss of about 7 on the play. Mark Wojak, Bishme Shepard actually carried the football, and he was dropped for a loss of about 8. Be third down, we'll call it 15. Ball's at the 36. Lancers come out. Single man in the backfield. Again, a handoff up the middle. Very safe play calling early on here by the Lancers. The ball down to about the 30-yard line. So they've run the ball 3 times, twice straight into the line. They set up a fourth down now in about 7. Ball sits right at the 30-yard line. And, of course, in high school football, rarely do you have guys who can kick long field goals. So a lot of times this side of the field, it's 4-down territory. Once again, if you're just joining us, Alumni Field is where we are. Happy Thanksgiving. This is our final football broadcast of the year. And we appreciate you all being part of the show today. And, again, we'll do it again, I'm sure, next year. And we'll have more games on the schedule, I'm pretty sure, next year. 4th down. And we'll call it 7. Ball at the 30 of East Lyme. And we've got movement already by the Lancers. Offsides is Joe Gustafson, who moved too quick. Back the Lancers up 5. Set up a 4th down, and we'll call it 12. We'll see if that changes the play call and or the coach's decision. We'll see if they still go for it on East Lyme's side of the field. I would think that they would. 9 minutes and 8 seconds here to go in quarter number 1, just getting going. Alumni Field, beautiful Alumni Field. Cost the Waterford taxpayers about $500 million, but well worth it. One wide out to the left. Willoughby's wide out to the right. He is in motion. One back in the backfield. Back to throw. Looking to the left. Ball is thrown over the middle. Catch is made down at about the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Hoagland with a nice catch. Nice pass out to Griffin Archambault, picking up the first reception of the football game for a first down, gain of about 13. Little down and out. And easily picked up the first down. So 4th down and 12. The Lancers get 13. And they continue to keep the football and move towards the East Lyme end zone. Archibald now wide out to the right. Willoughby's to the left. Handoff up the middle. Goes to Shepard, who eludes one tackler but not the second. He's brought down at about the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down, 7. As the Waterford Lancers continue to move. Tackle made by the interior again of the East Lyme line. Waterford looks like they are, I want to say, destined or determined to run the football today. So far, they've only thrown the ball once for a pickup of about 13. 2nd down and 7. Short side of the field is the left side of the field. Willoughby is on that. Hoagland keeps it. Little quarterback keeper up the middle. Waterford has a lot of success this year on that very play, catching the defense off guard. Not ready to stop them on a quick count. Picks up about 6. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards at about, we'll call it the 12-yard line. Thanksgiving Day game. We're glad you could join us, those of you who are out and about, driving from point A to point B, family members. We appreciate you tuning in. And again, 949 has, I think, done a great job this year bringing in some high school football. We've done a lot of Waterford games, just so happens to be the case with their beautiful facility, and we wrap it up here today. 3rd down, 4. Hoagland under center. Handoff up the middle. Ball is on the ground again, fumble, and this time it's picked up by East Lyme. The fumble by Bishme Shepard is recovered by the East Lyme Vikings at the 13-yard line. So back-to-back turnovers, once by the East Lyme Vikings and then by the Lancers. But the referees / umpires are discussing this. There's no question that ball was on the ground before he was tackled. We'll see what the call is, though. We'll wait. And I don't know what signal that is. That a 4th down signal? That's a terrible call. Well,
there was no fumble on the.
Apparently, they're calling it no fumble, which is, if we had the Diamond Vision scoreboard here, I'll tell you what, right now, no way. No way. You would definitely get a challenge flag if they had him in high school. I'll tell you that right now. Wow. That was definitely a fumble. All right. Well, it's going to set up a 4th down and 4. We'll see if the gods of football actually play fair, because if they play fair, Waterford doesn't get the first down. I think it's four. It's got to be fourth down, not third down. Third down. Now they're giving him a down back. All right. It's a do-over play. All right. Third down, we'll call it 3. Ball's at the 11-yard line. I have no idea what just happened there. Somebody made a mistake. Third down and 3. It's never me. Archibald wide right. Handoff, fake handoff up the middle. Pass over the middle. That is going to be a touchdown. Nice pass by Bishme Shepard. The catch was made by Joe Gustafson. So Hoagland to Gustafson for a touchdown. Waterford Lancers, and again, the gods don't play fair in high school football, nor do they play fair anywhere else. That ball was, I'm sorry to say, I'm a Waterford alum and a graduate, and this is my hometown. That ball was fumbled. Well, East Lyme pays the price, 6 points worth, as the Lancers set up for what appears to be a fake extra point. They get the easy pass, the quick pass to Willoughby, as the Lancers set up in what they call the swinging gate, where they line up 7 guys to the left, and then they have a quarterback, a center, and 1 wide receiver to the right. Lancers faked it out of that formation, and they ended up getting the 2-point conversion. So now they lead 8-0. We're going to keep it here just to reset the scene, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lee Elci. Once again, this is high school football on Thanksgiving Day game. This is, I think, our 8th game, and just by chance we happen to do, this is our 4th Waterford Lancer game. And I can't say enough about the spectacular scenario that we have going on right now. It's a beautiful complex, a beautiful field. They did a magnificent job. The crowd is beginning to filter in pretty good. There's a long line to get in here. And, again, we're waiting for a kickoff from the Lancers, who now lead 8-0. 6:54 to go here in quarter number 1.
Nick Lahette will kick it off.
Nick Lahette will kick off for the Lancers. Back deep for the East Lyme Vikings is Eric Sturton. I would say about 20 minutes ago, the crowd was anything but full. I'll tell you what, this is going to be jam-packed by the time this is all said and done. A very short kick taken by the up man for East Lyme, makes a couple guys miss, and finally is wrestled to the ground at about the 40-yard line. The return was by Michael Sibilia all the way out to the 40. The one thing I've noticed, the Lancers are always trying to do these either pooch kicks or ground ball kicks. They tried it again. And so far this season, the 2012 season, field position certainly has been on the side of the opponent when it comes to the Waterford Lancers, because most of the time the ball is out past the 35-yard line. 6:46 to go, quarter 1. Lancers strike first after getting a fumble. It'll be first down and 10. Mitchell Murphy is the quarterback. Quick handoff up the middle goes to Corey Brimmer, who is tackled again by the middle of the line, including big number 75 David Wilcox for the Lancers. Second down, 8. Ball just short of the 42-yard line. East Lyme moving right to left on your radio, away from Waterford High School. Second and 8. 1 wide out to the left. Again, the I formation by East Lyme. Quick pitch goes back. A couple guys miss. He's still on his feet all the way down to the 43-yard line. Rambles Eric Sturton of the Lancers, of the East Lyme Vikings, all the way down to the 42. And we've got a Waterford Lancer now on the field, apparently holding his leg. So what we're going to do is, while they attend to him, we'll take a quick timeout, 60-second variety. You're listening to high school football on 94.9 News Now and Stimulating Talk.
Mitchell Murphy.
The Main Street Grill in Niantic. Don't just try something different tonight. Try something better. And now, try it on the new deck overlooking the Sound. Outdoor pleasure at its finest. Only at the Main Street Grill in Niantic. The only local restaurant where you'll experience real value prepared by Chef Frank Grace. Perfect for a quick lunch, a romantic dinner for 2, or a family outing. And now, with a breathtaking outdoor view. Try something better tonight. The Main Street Grill in Niantic.
Complex. So
If you need anything screen printed, custom embroidery, plaques, specialty hats, jerseys, t-shirts, and jackets for your employees or team uniforms, then the only place to go is R&B Apparel Plus. R&B Apparel Plus is located in the rear of the Garage Shopping Plaza. Make your reunion and graduation celebration even more memorable with a custom novelty item specially made for the event. The staff at R&B Apparel are experienced professionals for novelty
There's more
items
to
that are
insurance
located
than
in the
just
rear
a
of the
great
Garage
rate,
Shopping
and
Plaza.
Waits Insurance in Norwich is proof. With over 100 years of combined experience and owners that are proud members of the military, Waits Insurance knows how to be prompt, efficient, and gets things done quickly. And since Waits works with almost every independent insurance carrier out there, they get you the best rate and fit for personal and commercial accounts, bonds, and specialty policies. So why wait? Insure with Waits Insurance, Broadway in Norwich, right next to City Hall, and at waitsinsurance.com.
All right, everybody, we are back. Alumni Field, Waterford, Connecticut. 6:06 to go here in the first quarter. And the trainers are attending to a Waterford Lancer who is down on the field. And we'll give you some information as we get that. Let me just quickly tell you, the sponsors of today's game is R&B Apparel. As a matter of fact, R&B Apparel will be handing out a couple of trophies, the players of the game. And I actually have those trophies with me. So, of course, if any parents out there want to maybe throw a bribe my way, then their kid might get the Player of the Game trophy, which would be well worth it. Also, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Northeast Paving, Coca-Cola, Spicer Gas, my friends over at Spriggs & Twigs, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Bayberry Insurance, Lyme Tavern, Crest Ford, Scott's Orchard Farm Market, United Way, Ledgelight Health District, Ron's Guns, and Salty Dog Barber Shop and Shave. So those are some of the sponsors of today's Thanksgiving football game. Once again, we are live here at Alumni Field, and they are tending to one of the Lancers who is still on the field. The referees are making sure that the team stays away from the gentleman who's down on the field. And it looks like they're attending to his leg, his knee. So we'll see what the end result is. I think a couple of Lancers are actually going out to try to help him off the field. So we'll follow this closely. Once again, the crowd is still moseying in, I guess is the best way to say this. And I tell you, it's a good crowd. Thanksgiving Day is always, I would think, the most fun for a high school player. It's a little bittersweet, if you will, because as you know, the seniors, this is it. There's really for most guys don't go out and play and continue to play college football. Certainly, this could be the last time these guys ever put on a helmet and pads. So it's a little sad, I think, in some cases, but also very exciting when you get a chance to play in front of this many people. And I said, there's no question that there's way more people here today than any game that we've been to all year long. So they continue to roll through.
And their quarterback, Barber, is not playing.
All right, 6:06 to go. We're getting reports from a couple of different locations. And, again, the East Lyme Vikings will take over. Good run right there by Eric Streighton to all the way down to the 42-yard line. So East Lyme takes over, first down and 10 as we're back to the action. Referees start the clock, and here we go. Pro set, quick handoff up the middle. Eluding a couple of tackles is Corey Brimmer, brought down by Waterford's number 33, Joe Gustafson. Second down, 5. Again, the ball at the 38-yard line.
On the tackle for the Lancers.
East Lyme moving away from Waterford High School, heading towards the east, south, west, north. I know they're moving away from Waterford High School, if that's the visual you need. Second down and 7, quick pitch to Streighton, who makes a couple of guys miss, and still on his feet. This kid runs very hard, all the way down to the 32-yard line.
Close to a Viking first down.
Almost the first down, be third down and 1. Nope, they're going to give him actually the first down, so I apologize for that. First down and 10, ball at the 32. Got a generous spot from our official. Again, I would say there's at least a couple thousand people here. We'll be giving updates from some of the other games around the area as we move today. First down, 10. Mitchell Murphy is the quarterback. In motion is Sibilia. Quick pitch again. Who breaks it down to about the 29-yard line. Eric Streighton. Sturton. We'll get his name right. Eric Sturton. Be second down and 6. Pick up about 4. That kid runs really hard for East Lyme. This is the first time we've gotten a chance to see East Lyme play this year, so they've been moving the football pretty good. Both times they've had it, they were able to move it. Fumbled on the first possession. Lancers took it back and went right in. And they currently lead 8-0. Second down, 7. Starting, they go again. Steady diet of the big junior all the way down to the 27-yard line. Be third down and 5.
Joe Gustafson.
Gustafson makes the tackle. 4:13 and counting here in the first quarter. Again, the crowd big but a little subdued, as the game is not as much of an aerial show as I thought it was going to be. The Lancers thrown the ball a couple of times. They have a touchdown pass, of course, already. Hoagland has a touchdown pass, but I thought East Lyme would throw a little bit more. Quick pitch goes back to Stryton. Makes a couple of guys miss trying to get to the corner. He does get to the corner towards the end zone, and he is tackled out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Had one guy to beat, couldn't get around him quite, but that was a pickup of about 14. First down and 10, balls at the 11-yard line.
Once again, Seth Hoagland with the final stop for the Lancers.
Hoagland with another tackle, and Waterford's going to call a quick timeout, try to reset the scene. 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Lancers with an 8-0 lead. A touchdown pass by Hoagland, and the 2-point conversion to Willoughby have the Lancers up 8-0 here. 3:44 to go. I hope you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving day off. Most of you, I would think. I was driving here this morning, and you go through some of the towns coming from East Lyme. It's weird when nobody's on the road, but then eventually, obviously, as the day gets a little bit older, people are out and about heading to the families. But it's weird when it's real early like that, and it seems like no one's around. But here we are, Thanksgiving Day, and I can only tell you the Thanksgiving Day. I've played in 3 of these Thanksgiving Day football games, and I'll tell you, it's always a lot of fun. Like I said, it's certainly the highlight of the year for a lot of the kids, and when you're a senior, bittersweet, no question about that. All right, first down. Timeout is over. First down, 10. Ball just on the outside of the 11-yard line of Waterford. East Lyme moving from right to left, looking to at least put 6 on the board, trail 8-0. Quick handoff goes to Sturton, who falls immediately.
On the carry,
Tripped up. I think he tripped on his own offensive lineman. Be second down and 9. They can get a first down inside the 1.
He tripped on that yellow line.
Second down, 9. Again, East Lyme on the move, moving right to left. They've started the drive at their own 40. They haven't thrown the ball yet this football game. Second down, 9.
Vikings can get a first down.
Quick pitch again goes back to Sturton, who's tackled this time in the backfield, but we've got a flag on the play. A host of Waterford Lancers bring him down, including big number 75, David Willix. We'll see what the referees have to say about the flag, usually in a spot where we get a hold, which would be an interesting scenario for the Lancer coach to decide what he would want to do there, whether or not he'd want to back him up 10, as he lost about 5 yards on the play. I was wrong. Face mask on the Lancers, so that's going to cost them half the distance. So they're going to walk this off from the 12-yard line, take it down to, I would assume, the 6. Setting up a first down and goal from inside the 6-yard, just inside the 7-yard line, as a matter of fact.
Vikings a first down and goal from the 6.
Actually, I think the referees are deciding it is going to be second down. It's not a personal foul penalty. It's a 5-yard face mask. So it's second down. And second down still and 6. Ball at the 7-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And that's rambling into the end zone or close to the end zone. And touchdown. Corey Bremer. Corey Bremer kept his feet moving, eluded the first guy, then broke a couple of tackles, got into the end zone. And the East Lyme Vikings have run the ball literally right down the Lancers' throat. They ran every single play. I think it was an 11-play drive, chewing up a bunch of time on the clock, 60 yards. For a touchdown. We'll see what the East Lyme Vikings do as they trail 8-6. We'll see if they try to keep pace with the Lancers and go for 2 here, or if they try to just kick the extra point and take the 1. So, The one problem the Lancers have had, without question, from the games that I have seen this year, is their inability to stop anybody defensively. They can score, but they can't stop you from scoring. East Lyme is going to go for the tie. They set up in an I formation. In motion goes Brimmer. Mitchell with a quick pitch to Streighton, who makes a couple of guys miss, and he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So a very, very, very impressive drive by East Lyme. All right, touchdown again. And when we get touchdowns, we tell you who's bringing this to you. Again, the East Lyme Waterford High School football game is being brought to you by R&B Apparel, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Northeast Paving, Coca-Cola, Spicer Gas, Spriggs & Twigs, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Bayberry Insurance, Lime Tavern, Crest Ford, Scott's Orchard Farm Market, United Way, Ledgelight Health District, Ron's Guns, and Salty Dog Barber and Shave. Once again, there will be an R&B Apparel player of the game, actually players of the game. I've got a couple of trophies here with me up in the booth, and I will be deciding, all me decides who is going to be the player of the game. So you better be nice to me, otherwise you will be in a lot of trouble. All right, well, the Lancers will receive. Back deep is Bishme Shepherd, and we'll see what kind of a kickoff East Lyme can put together. NFA leads New London a 65-yard touchdown pass, 7-0. Just to give you an idea of what's going on. East Lyme set to kick. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. 8-8 is the score. Yeah, 8-8. Not necessarily a regular type football score. 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. And we're all knotted at 8. Ground ball kick is taken by the up guy for the Lancers at the 44-yard line. I don't know when the little pooch ground ball kicks became fashionable in high school, but every team seems to do it now. And the result is tremendous offensive field position just about every single time. Now, I don't know if it's because they just don't have kickers who can, get it close to the end zone, or this is a plan. All right, well, the Lancers will bring it out. First down and 10, ball at the 44 already. Moving left to right. In motion for the Lancers is Jones. Handoff goes to Shepherd, who is gobbled up in the backfield at the 40-yard line. Tackle made by Hunter Wado and Cody Wilkinson. That's a loss of 5. Be second down and 15.
Second and 14.
So the Lancers have become somewhat predictable so far. First down, second down runs, third downs, fourth downs passes. They have scored on their only possession. They do lead 8-0, 2:16 to go. Hoagland brings him out. Jones is the single back. 2 wideouts to the right. He rolls to his right, getting a lot of pressure. Quick pass is caught by actually Griffin Archibald, his second catch already of the football game.
Archibald is complete.
Archibald is only a sophomore, so he's out there. A couple of catches so far today. Maybe a sign of things to come for the Lancers as one of their favorite targets moving beyond 2012. Be third down still in about 2. Ball at the 48-yard line of East Lyme. Hoagland brings him out. Shepherd is the lone back. 1 wide out to the left is Willoughby. In motion goes Jones. Handoff up the middle goes to Shepherd, makes a couple of guys miss, and slices and dices his way all the way down to the 41-yard line. Be a first down for the Lancers, moving the chains. 1:55 and counting to go here in quarter number 1 as more people continue to come to Alumni Field here in Waterford for it's a great day. It's a great football day. It's a perfect day. It's not perfect if you like the rain and the slop, but 55 degrees. The end of November for a football game, sunshine, can't get any better than that. First down, 10, ball at the 41. Hoagland under center, barking out the signals. In motion again goes Jones. Be 3 wideouts now to the left. Handoff goes up the middle to Shepherd. He's tackled immediately by East Lyme's Cody Wilkinson. Pickup of about 3. Once again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Second down, 8. Ball at the 39-yard line. Lancers moving towards the school. Again, the school looks fantastic. The field looks fantastic. The playing surface is just perfect. Second and 8. In motion is Gustafson. Handoff goes to Gustafson up the middle. Quick little handoff. And Joe picks up about 4. Nah, not quite 4. We'll call 3. Be third down and 5 with the ball just on the left side of the 37-yard line.
Okay, so he's 72.
Waterford looking to get to about the 31. 8-8 is your score if you're just joining us. 29 seconds and counting here in quarter number 1. So if the Lancers keep it on the ground, you would think this would be the final play of the first quarter. Trips to the right, the short side of the field, and they send Gustafson in motion to the right. It's a all-body sweep right. Still on his feet all the way down to the 26-yard line is Bishmi Shepard. They lined everybody up to the short side of the field, and they pitched to the short side of the field, and he eluded a couple of tacklers. And Shepard goes all the way down, picking up about 10 down to the 26-yard line. So the Lancers again are on the move. He went out of bounds, so the clock is stopped, but we do have a flag on the play. And they're going to back this thing up. It is against the Lancers. So the laundry makes a difference. It looks like we've got a hold. So we have a personal foul, not a hold. It looks like a personal foul against the Lancers. We'll get the official call. Turn the mics on the mic. Let's say personal foul against the Lancers. That's all we get. No number. No specific personal foul, but they will back them up all the way to the, now all the way to the 47-yard line. That is a huge penalty. So instead of having the ball at the 26 and first down and 10, the Lancers have it at the 47, and it'll be third down and 16. So what a big penalty that was. We don't have a number, but we will figure it out. New London leads 7-0 over NFA,
6-0 over Ledger.
and Fitch leads 6-0 over Ledger.
And Westerly 7-0 over Stonington.
And for those of you out there making pizza in Westerly, they lead 7-0 over the Stonington Bears. All right, the coach for the Waterford Lancers is not at all happy with the decision or the call by the referees, and there is somewhat of a heated discussion at the 50-yard line. They're getting Lancers coaches are getting an answer to the questions that they asked, and basically pushing the Lancers all the way back to the 47. So a huge penalty. Not only is it a 26-yard penalty, but instead of being first down and 10, it's third down and 17. Hogden now in a shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 wideouts to the right, back to throw, getting a lot of pressure. It's a screen pass, and it's batted up in the air by Bishmi Shepard, and that is caught by an offensive lineman. The catch was made by James Auclair, and he rambles and rumbles and barrels his way all the way down to the 32 or 33. That's one of the highlights. That'll be that guy will talk about that play until he's 100 years old. I remember the time I caught. He should have passed to me all year long. So Bishmi Shepard, the ball was batted up in the air, and offensive lineman caught it and rambled all the way down to the 33-yard line. Once again, high school football here. High school football brought to you by R&B Apparel, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Northeast Paving, Coca-Cola, Spicer Gas, Spriggs & Twigs, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, ProTech Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Bayberry Insurance, Lyme Tavern, Crest Forge, Scott's Orchard Farm Market, United Way, Ledge Light Health District, Ron's Guns, and Salty Dog Barber and Shave. So we'll keep it here. It's the end of the first quarter. 8-8 is the score, and the Lancers will go all the way down to the other side of the field, which actually there is a sun issue today. Looking back into the sun for the wide receivers, it'll be a little bit more difficult when teams offensively are moving towards Waterford High School, as the sun will, when they turn around, they try to catch the football, the sun will be in their eyes. And it is a bright sunny day, obviously. If you're out and about, you know that. It's beautiful here. And that will possibly play an issue as we move. But right now, the Lancers will be moving away from Waterford High School. So the advantage probably goes back to them here as we start the second quarter. So it'll be fourth down and about 2. The Lancers now move right to left on the radio. They've had the ball twice. They've scored the first time. They're in the process of drive number 2.
Lancers with a 4th and 2.
They started this drive on their own 45-yard line. So 4th down, we'll call it a long 2. Hoagland is the quarterback, barking signals, trying to get East Lyme to jump. They don't. He keeps it, and he's going to get plenty enough for the first down. Seth Hoagland, who is will be a 2014 graduate. He can throw the football. I told you, I've been very impressed with him. So the Lancers are going to be able to score, I think, for years to come. So offensively, I think that they are close to being where they want to be. Defensively, I think they still have some work to do. But, again, we'll see what ends up happening here on this Thanksgiving Day game. 11:40 now, second quarter. Lancers come out. Willoughby's on the wide side of the field. Single coverage out there on him. In motion goes Jones. Actually, now they double on Willoughby. And it's another quarterback keeper by Hoagland. Same exact play. This time he picks up about 3. Or maybe 2. I don't know what the Lancers do there. They do a quick count. But they usually pick up at least 2 or 3 yards on that play. Sometimes it's a bigger gain than that. And they catch the defense off guard, not ready to go as they do the quick count.
A correction on that New London score. NFA leads New London 14-0 in the second period.
Second down and 7.
New London 0.
One wide out to the left is Archambault. In the slot and in motion is Jones. Hoagland. Quick handoff to Gustafson, who breaks a couple of tackles up the middle, picks up about 8, slicing his way right through the East Lyme Viking defense down to about the 14, 15-yard line. Again, that's a little counter play that the Lancers have run fairly well today. Already Gustafson picking up about 8. It will be first down and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Lancers. Lancers continue to move the football now right to left. Be first down and 10. We have a correction on the New London score. Apparently it is the NFA Wildcats who are up 14-0 on the London Whalers, but we'll keep you up to date on that as we go. First down and 10. Hoagland now, flag on the play. Looks like we've got to delay a game against the Lancers, so back them up 5 yards.
Looks like a pearl earring that's been turned into the press box.
All right, first down 15. Lancers with the delay of game call. Yeah, the referees this year, and I don't know if they've done this in the past, they usually will give the quarterback a heads up 5 seconds before the end of the 30-second clock, which I don't think they've ever done before. It's a neat little tool, and it's a helpful tool, I would think, for the quarterback. We've got another stoppage of play, a timeout this time being called by the East Lyme Vikings. Once again, we're here in Waterford High School Alumni Field. It is a packed house, and it's good to see that because so far it's been a little bit disappointing as far as how many people have been showing up to the games here at Alumni Field. This is the 4th time we've done a Waterford High School football game. And, again, impressed with the offense. Defense, again, is a work in progress, but I'm very impressed with, again, the amount of people who are showing up here today. The Lancers 4-5, East Lyme 2-7. So you would think people may stay away from a game like this, but it's good. Listen, it's about the kids playing football. So, and that's why we're here. We want to bring you local football action. We'll be doing this. I'm quite sure we'll be doing this for years to come here on Full Power Radio. A chance for you to hear, or your family to hear, your sons play high school football basically across 3 states, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Long Island, and we'll bring this to you as long as we possibly can. It's first down and 15 now. 10-14 to go here in quarter number 2. Hoagland brings him out. Pro set. In motion is Jones, and we got another stoppage of play. Come on, guys. What do we got? Offsides on East Lyme. So the 5 yards that was walked off is walked right back.
Encroachment against the Vikings.
So we've had 3 plays that were supposed to start. None of them did. We'll see if we can't get this next one off. First down now and 10 again. Because that's like 90 seconds I'll never get back in my life.
Ball on the 15.
First and 10. Ball at the 15. Hoagland brings him out. Shepard is the lone setback. In motion is Jones from right to left. Rolling to his left is Hoagland looking into the end zone. Catch is made by Willoughby just short of the goal line.
Hoagland's pass to Kyle Willoughby.
And Willoughby makes the catch at about the 2 and tries to get into the end zone. He doesn't. Tackle is made by number 18 of East Lyme, Mark Chmielewski. at about the 1. So Hoagland rolls to his left, and Willoughby with a little curl pattern came back from the end zone, caught the ball at about the 2, and it sits now first down and goal just outside the 1. Hoagland under center. You can expect a quarterback sneak, and he does. The ball's on the ground. But it's recovered in the end zone by the Waterford Lancers, and it's a touchdown. I don't know if they're going to give Hoagland the touchdown or Shepard the touchdown. I'm not sure if he was over the goal line, but in either event, the Lancers end up scoring 6, getting the touchdown with 9:47 to go here in the second quarter. So the Lancers again come out in the swinging gate formation. 6 guys to the left, 4 guys to the right. A very strange formation indeed. We'll see. They're going to go for it again. Quick pass goes to Gustafson, untouched, into the end zone. So East Lyme maybe hasn't been watching the films because the swinging gate is difficult to defend. And Gustafson adds the 2-point conversion, so it's now 16-8 Waterford. And once again, when we get a touchdown, we tell you who's bringing the game to you. R&B Apparel, once again, is a special sponsor of today's game, as we will get a chance to pick the players of the game. And I'm not going to give you any hints yet. I'm not going to tell you who's leading right now, but they'll get a nice little trophy. And again, R&B Apparel bringing that player of the game to you. Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Northeast Paving, Coca-Cola, Spicer Gas, Spriggs & Twigs, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Bayberry Insurance, Lyme Tavern, Crest Ford, Scott's Orchard Farm Market, United Way, Ledge Light Health District, Ron's Guns, and Salty Dog Barber and Shave. So, Nick Lahette will kick off for the Lancers. Back deep for East Lyme is Eric Sturton.
Eric Sturton, the deep man for the Vikings.
As the Lancers have some strange formation going on. Nope. Now they come out into a regular kickoff formation. Lancers are trying all the tricks. Ball's at the 40. It's another ground ball kick, this time taken at the 28-yard line by the up guy for East Lyme, who's got himself a little clearing and gets all the way out to the 49 of Waterford. So another short kickoff taken all the way out into Lancer territory to the 49. And again, if this is a move that they're doing on purpose, well, let me just say, it never, ever, ever works. Ball's going to be placed actually right at the 50-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10. Midfield, 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. High school football, Thanksgiving style, as we are live here at Alumni Field in Waterford. Mitchell Murphy brings him out. Handoff goes up the middle, and this one goes nowhere. Loss of about a yard on the play. Corey Brimmer with the football, tackled by Edwin Flores and Joe Gustafson from the Waterford Lancers. Be second down and 10. Ball again at the 50-yard line as the East Lyme Vikings are now moving towards Waterford High School. East Lyme comes out, one wide out to the right, I formation. Lancers in a tight 4-4. Quick pitch. So low pitch, and it's still handled. Still on his feet is Sturton, but he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose about 2 yards. That pitch was a little bit low, had trouble handling it. And as you know, Sturton already fumbled once, which cost the East Lyme Vikings a touchdown earlier on in the game as he fumbled on his own side of the field, and the Lancers went right in with the first score. 16-8 is the score now. Yes, 16-8, as the Lancers have scored 2 touchdowns, and they've gone for 2 twice and made it both times. And East Lyme has scored once with a 2-point conversion. Third down and 11. Ball just on the East Lyme side of the 50. Back to throw. The first pass of the game for East Lyme is Murphy. And that's catch down at the 20, all the way down to the 10-yard line. A little fly pattern. Mitchell Murphy, March Maluski with the catch. First down all the way down to the 10-yard line. So East Lyme, which is run, and run every single play. Murphy just throws a little fade fly pattern out towards the 20-yard line, pretty much up for grabs. And a nice catch all the way down to the 11-yard line. Excuse me, they spotted it at the 9. So even a better spot than I thought. Be first down and goal now. And we'll see what the Vikings try to do here. We've got another stoppage of play. This is a timeout.
Timeout Vikings.
Vikings. So with 7:49 to go, the Vikings now on the move with a first down and goal at about the 9-yard line. The first time they've thrown the football all day long is a 30-yard pass and catch. Get all the way down to the a 9-yard line. So far, again, I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. We still may see that. The Vikings have only thrown the ball once, pretty much a steady diet of Eric Streighton, who has gotten the majority of the carries so far today. As far as the Lancers go, Lancers have come with a pretty balanced attack. Some dinks and dunks as far as throwing the football, a couple of really good runs. And, again, they were opportunistic on the first turnover of the game as they punched that in for a quick score. All right, well, it's, again, first down and 9, which would be goal at the 9. Mitchell Murphy brings him out. East Lyme in a tight I formation. Handoff goes to Streighton, who's tackled immediately by big David Willocks of the Lancers. I tell you, he looks like a giant out there. He's a big kid. Be second down and goal. This time they backed him up to the 11-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. 7:27 to go. If you're just joining us, once again, thank you. It's high school football Thanksgiving style. We wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be talking to Mike DeMoro at halftime. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Second down, 10. In motion is Bishme. Quick pitch again to Streighton to the right. He makes a couple of guys miss. He's still on his feet all the way down to about the 2-yard line.
On the carry, close to the goal line.
So Streighton gets all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Tackle is finally made by Billy Wedland of the Lancers.
With help on the stop.
This sets up third down and goal just inside the 3.
Ball's on the 2-yard line.
Lancers lead 16-8. Thanksgiving football, a packed house. It's good to see that here at Alumni Field in Waterford. Vikings come out. One wide out, way to the left. Tight pro set, handoff up the middle, goes to number 7 for the Vikings, who gets nowhere. Corey Brimmer, who is tackled immediately by the center of the Lancer line. And now we've got a fourth down, a big fourth down play as the Vikings try to keep pace with the Waterford Lancers. 16-8 is your score, 6 minutes to go in the first half. The high school football tradition, which goes back as long as I can remember, where the East Lyme Vikings take on the Waterford Lancers. As you know, East Lyme doesn't have a home field this year, so they've been road warriors all year long. So, again, they're here at Alumni Field. Next year, I'm sure they'll be very excited to play their games at their own little facility. It's going to be great. That looks beautiful as well. All right, here we go. Set up, fourth down, and nope. Sorry, we're going to get a timeout. This time the timeout goes to the Lancers. Fourth down and 3, ball at the 3-yard line. I don't know if you've seen, those of you who live in East Lyme, I don't know if you've seen them begin the build-out of that facility, but that is going to be really spectacular. Look, I mean, you could see it already. It looks great. They are beginning to put the stands in, and I'm sure it's going to mirror what this facility looks like. And if it comes, anywhere close, it's going to be spectacular. They have done a great job here at Alumni Field, and they don't even have the thing completed yet. They don't have the track in. They don't have a lot of the landscaping done, but the playing surface, I got a chance to run around on it a couple of times, and I tell you, if you're a high school kid coming up, or if you're in school right now, it's got to make you just smile ear to ear to know that you're going to get a chance to play on a facility like this. And again, a lot of these schools are going to this artificial surface and really putting money into the athletic program by building out these great fields. And I think it gives kids that extra incentive to really to be special when it comes to getting things done here on the field. We got a packed house up here in the booth as people are coming saying happy Thanksgiving over and over again. We wish that back to them as well. All right, fourth down and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. East Lyme sets up I formation. Quick pitch goes to Streighton. Whether or not he gets in, let's see. He is stopped just short of the goal line. A big goal line stand by the Lancers. Tackle made as they peel people off the pile. Tackle made by what appears to be number 64 of the Lancers, and that would be James Clare. So a big stop just short of the goal line. In fact, they spot the ball inside the 1. So with 5:36 to go in the first half, the Lancers with a big defensive stand after a long pass brought the Vikings on the shadow of the goal line. They can't convert, so now the Lancers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line, and Hoagland will just keep it to try to give themselves some breathing room. Gets out to about the 4. He's 2nd down and 8. Again, ball at the 4-yard line. Lancers moving from right to left. 5:17 and counting. They've got 99 yards to go to see if they can't get it in. 16-8 is your score. Lancers on top. Thanksgiving Day football, 949 News Now style. 2nd down and 8. Hoagland under center. One wide back to the right, one wide out to the left. Handoff is to Jones, but there is movement in the backfield that'll back the Lancers up inside their own 2-yard line again. So a little motion. Kyle Wilby comes over to talk to his head coach, as he'll probably send a play in with Kyle. Kyle, of course, the son of the great Kevin Willoughby, the superstar former New London Whaler. All right, it'll be 2nd down. They're calling it 9. Ball at the 2-yard line. Waterford comes out. Willoughby's wide out to the left. Archambault wide out to the right. Hoagland under center. Shepard as your lone back. Handoff goes to Shepard, and he runs into the center of the line, but he runs and he loses yardage, and we're going to get a safety call, as a matter of fact. Wow. That is a big turn of events as the Lancers play it very safe. They give the ball to Shepard, and we've got a safety. So add 2 points to the East Lyme Vikings. And now the score is 16-10, and Waterford will have a free kick from their own 20. This is a big turn of events. Again, the Lancers were unable to block the Vikings, and a big surge on the left side for the Vikings caught the Shepard in the backfield, and he lost a couple of yards and ended up getting tackled in the end zone. Now 16-10 is your score, 4:27 to go. So while they set up, I'll tell you once again, when we get a score, I'll tell you who the game is being brought to you by. R&B Apparel, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Northeast Paving, Coca-Cola, Spicer Gas, my friends over at Spriggs & Twigs, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Bayberry Insurance, Lyme Tavern, Crest Ford, Scott's Orchard, Farm Market, United Way, Ledge Light Health District, and Ron's Guns. And let's not forget, of course, Salty Dog Barber and Shave. Well, this is interesting. I haven't seen this year. We haven't seen a safety, but we'll have a free kick from the 20-yard line. East Lyme should get great field position.
Eric Sturgeon is dinked for the Vikings.
The punt is away. It's a good punt. High punt. Spiral. Taken out at 33-yard line. Out to the 35, to the 40, and he's upended. Ooh, a big tackle. Chris Jones trips up Tribulewski at the 43-yard line. A very good kick by the Lancer punter, all the way out from the 20 all the way down to the 30. The return of about 13 yards out to the 44-yard line. It'll set up 1st down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lancers, again, with a costly safety, now only lead 16-10. So we'll see if that fares in the final score here as we move forward. 1st down 10, 44-yard line. East Lyme takes over in a different set. Quick handoff, and we've got a flag on the play. The Vikings came out in a shotgun formation, a little quick counter play trying to catch the Lancers off guard, but we do have a penalty on the what appears to be the Vikings. So they'll back them up. Trying to wait and see if it's a hold. It is a hold, so they'll back them up 10 yards, be a 1st down and 20. The hold is a killer when it comes to high school. Any kind of football, the hold is a killer.
Brings up a 1st and 20. Ball's on about the 33-yard line of the Vikings.
1st down at 20. Ball at the 33. Want to remind you also the game is being brought to you by Central and Valente Auto Group. Handoff this time up the middle. And it's dragged down at about the 37-yard line. Ben Watts with a carry. Pickup of about, call it 5. Set up a second down and 15.
I feel good with you as my backup.
Second down, 16. Also sponsors of the game today, the United Way, James Austin CPA, Crest Ford, Lyme Tavern. So we've got a lot of people involved, and we appreciate everybody who is part of this broadcast today. And I'll give you a complete list again in just a bit. Back to throw is Murphy again, airs it out, and we could get a flag. We will get a flag. It's going to be a pass interference or illegal contact at about the 47-yard line, as Archambault basically knocked the wide receiver over, and the ball was going to be way overthrown, so it was going to be an incomplete pass, but that's a penalty that's going to cost the Lancers. A stupid penalty by Archambault cost the Lancers a first down. Don't forget, at the end of the football game, I will choose a player for the East Lyme Vikings and a player of the game for the Waterford Lancers, and that is brought to you by R&B Apparel. So we have that. Be first down now, as a costly penalty by the defensive back for the Lancers sets up a first down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Vikings continue to march, trail 16-10. Shotgun formation, this time by East Lyme's Murphy. Back to throw again. Quick little pass is almost intercepted by Kyle Willoughby. Almost intercepted, and we do have a flag on the play. We could get a face mask on the wide receiver. What happened was the pass was basically a nice defensive play by Kyle Willoughby. The ball was batted up in the air, and as Kyle Willoughby went to go grab it again, he was pulled down by his face mask by the wide receiver of East Lyme, and that would be number 84, Dean Beebe. So it's going to cost the East Lyme Vikings 15 yards, I would assume, backing them up and really putting a monkey wrench into this drive. They're calling it a personal foul. We walk them back all the way to the 38-yard line. First down and 25, East Lyme. Moving from left to right on the radio. Packed house here at Alumni Field in Waterford. It's good to see that. Happy Thanksgiving again. Football action here on 94.9 News Now and Stimulating Talk, broadcasting out over Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Long Island, as the East Lyme Vikings will take over at the 38-yard line, or continue the drive to the 38. First and 25. Quick handoff up the middle. Fools a couple of Lancers. Still on his feet is number 7, all the way out to the 42-yard line. Corey Brimmer with a big run. A little bit of a surprise for the Lancers, who maybe apparently were looking for a pass. Just a basic dive off the left side and a big gain. Pickup of about 12. The second down and 12 at the 48-yard line. A beautiful sunny day. Temps maybe reaching 60 where you are. You couldn't ask for a better day for football. Second down, we'll call it 13. Ball at the 49. Murphy back to throw again. Airs it out, looking deep, throwing deep. But it is not even close to being completed. It fall incomplete at about the 15-yard line. Same pass play that they gained 30 yards on earlier in the game. So it'll set up a third down and 13. 3:07 to go here in the first half.
The field house and the old gym will still remain. Okay. This is the old swing, I think, when I was here. And they expect, that's over here.
The East Lyme Vikings, again, moving from left to right, wearing their white jerseys, the maroon pants, white helmets. The Lancers in their blue tops, their white pants, and their blue helmets, which I can't stand. Shotgun formation. Back to throw is Murphy, looking to his right, looking deep again. Airs it up, throws it up for grabs. The jump ball is out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Dean Beebe is the intended receiver, but it is incomplete, and it'll be fourth down. And we could see our first official punt of the football game, that if you don't count the free kick as a punt. It's strange because the field position has dictated that there'll be no punts, basically, except for one turnover. each and every time the teams have taken over on offense, they've almost been at midfield. So any positive yardage has necessitated no need for punting. So we're going to get a punt here back deep at about the 20-yard line for the Lancers is Seth Hoagland. The kick is very short. Hoagland tries to catch it and fumbles it. And I think the East Lyme Vikings have recovered. Hoagland, who tried to come up and catch it, I don't know why he would catch that, because that ball was going to bounce backwards. It was a very, very short punt. And Hoagland did try to catch it. The ball hit off his knee. He fumbled it. The East Lyme Vikings fell on it. So another break. Again, this is each team now has one turnover. This one very costly because the Lancers were going to get the ball at about the 40-yard line with 2:49 to go, and they could have gone up by 2 touchdowns. But now a big change. East Lyme takes over at the 32-yard line. Quick pitch to Sturton. Makes the first guy miss and the second guy miss, and bowls his way down to about the 29-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Eric Sturton with the run. He's been pretty much the feature back all day long for the East Lyme Vikings. James All Clear with the tackle. 2:30 and counting, first half. Now, at the halftime, during the halftime show, we'll have Mike DeMoro, famous sports writer of the day, with us, and we'll chat about all things sports, so stick around for that for sure. Second down, 5, ball at the 29. Murphy brings him out, I formation, one wide out to the left. The Lancers in a tight 42. Handoff up the middle, wide open. This is going to be a touchdown by number 7. Touchdown, East Lyme, Corey Brimmer. Untouched into the end zone. Very close to going out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. No challenge flags in high school football, so that is a touchdown. Corey Brimmer. Wow, untouched. Tie game. 16-16, 158. What a turn of events. The Lancers had a chance to take it over on a very short punt, and for some reason Hoagland tried to run up and catch it. He fumbled it. East Lyme gets it. The second play, they get it in. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So, the first lead of the game for the East Lyme Vikings comes with 1:58 to go in the first half, 17-16. And again, the game being brought to you by R&B Apparel, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Coca-Cola New London, Northeast Paving, Valente Auto Group, Bayberry Insurance, Spicer Gas, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Spriggs and Twigs Landscapes, Lyme Tavern, Crestford, James Austin CPA, Scott's Orchard, United Way, Ledge Light Health, Ron's Guns, Salty Dog Barbershop, and Central Auto Group. So there you have it, 17-16. We'll keep it here, 1:58 to go in the first half. High school football, and surprise, surprise, if you're just tuning in, it's the East Lyme Vikings, the 2-7 East Lyme Vikings, who hold a 1-point lead on the Waterford Lancers. Now, listen, it's been pretty good offensively. Both sides have done, I think, what they planned to do when they came in here. East Lyme has been able to run the football pretty good. Waterford's come at them with a balanced attack. A couple of turnovers have cost points. The kick is very short. This could be recovered by East Lyme. The ball is on the ground, but no, Waterford lands on it at the 35-yard line. A pseudo onside kick. But the Lancers will take over in good field position at their own 35. So we'll see what they can do. 1:57 to go in the first half. Those of you who are listening from both Waterford, East Lyme, and beyond, we say happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. And hope you get to your destination safe and sound, as Thanksgiving is always one of my favorite holidays. I mean, how can you beat it? It's food, it's fun, and it's no presents. Hoagland takes over with the Lancers. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 wideouts to the left. It's a quarterback draw. He makes the first guy miss, the second guy miss, still on his feet all the way down to the 39-yard line, out to the 39-yard line. It'll be second down and 7. Pickup of about 3 on a design quarterback draw. Hurry-up offense for the Lancers. Hoagland in the shotgun, back to throw, looks left towards Willoughby, throws to Willoughby. The pass is low. Did Willoughby grab it? He did. The pass is complete at the 48-yard line of East Lyme. That'll be a first down. And the Lancers in true hurry-up mode. No huddle. Hoagland brings him out. Willoughby to the left. Quick handoff up the middle. Goes to Shepard, who eludes a couple of tacklers and bowls over a couple of more, picks up 15. So just like that, a blink of an eye, in 20 seconds, the Lancers are knocking on the door all the way down to the 33-yard line. Hoagland shotgun, still no huddle. Back to throw, looks left, now looks right. Over the middle, pass is caught. All the way down to the 10-yard line. Chris Jones. Great job by Hoagland. Looked off his first two primary receivers and then found Chris Jones for a pickup of 20. All the way down to the 10, still no huddle. Hoagland gets the snap, quick handoff to Shepard. He makes a couple of guys miss, spins, gets towards the end zone all the way down to the 3-yard line. So with 56 seconds and counting in the first half, the Lancers now very impressive with no huddle. East Lyme doesn't know what to do. Second down and goal at the 4. Hoagland's going to keep it wide open into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Well, there you go. So they take over with 1:50 to go, and they only need 1:10 to get in the end zone. You blink your eye, you miss a score. Hoagland rambles into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day, second touchdown rushing of the day. He's also got a touchdown passing. And now the Lancers will go for the extra point. It looks like this time they're going to kick it. Lahet is the kicker. Snap is good. Kick is on the way. The kick is right down the middle. So, if you went out and got a coffee, you went out to the front stoop to get the paper, if you took the dog out, if you put a little extra spices in the stuffing, and you weren't listening to the radio, well, you just missed the most exciting 30 seconds of the day. The Lancers took the football right down the field, did not huddle once, and they score a touchdown, add the extra point, and they now lead 23-17. Very impressive drive by the Lancers, and I can see a lot of that coming in the second half. So I anticipated a high-scoring game. It didn't look like that early, but guess what? It's a high-scoring game now. 23-17, Lancers with the lead. 37 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll see if East Lyme tries to move the football. I would think it's going to have to do with whether or not they get the ball in good field position, as they have so far all day long. Back deep is Eric Sturton. All right, Lancers set to kick off from the 40. They do a little onside kick, and we got this ball still on the ground. The ball is still on the ground. We'll see what the call is. An onside attempt by the Lancers, and the ball is going to belong to, well, we're waiting to see. I think they're going to call it safe. I don't think they have any idea who recovered that ball, as a matter of fact. And I'm sure they don't, because they are as confident with the call of East Lyme football as I think I've never seen. How's that? Well, anyway, East Lyme will get the ball back. They caught a tough break last time when we got a flag on the play. Somebody did not like that on the Waterford side of the field and said something that they weren't supposed to. So I think we're going to get a penalty, a 15-yard penalty against the Waterford Lancer coach. I believe it's Bruce Miller. It is a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against one of the Lancer coaches. That's a big play, ladies and gentlemen, because I think East Lyme, with 33 seconds to go, may have just run the ball into the ground. But now with this great field position, they got to take a shot at the end zone. So they'll take over at the 41-yard line of the Lancers. 33 seconds to go. This game has become incredibly exciting in a blink of an eye. 23-17. The Lancers with the lead. The Lancers will get the football first to start the second half.
So they're going to go 20 minutes, right? No, I mean, not you.
First down and 10. Back to throw is Murphy. Just wings it out. And I'll tell you, the guy is eating a hamburger over in the stands was closer than any East Lyme player to catching that football. There was nobody even near that pass. I wish I could have came up with a funnier line than that, because he basically just threw that thing out there. I could have caught that ball. Second down and 10. East Lyme again at the 41-yard line. Want to thank all the folks back at the station, Phil in particular, putting this thing together. Of course, all the executives, the high-fluting executives over at Full Power Radio, pulling all the strings, making it happen. Making sure it sounds big, bad, clear, and clean. 2nd down and 10. Murphy back to throw. Looking left. Throwing it up for grabs again. This one is caught at the 18-yard line. 18-yard line. Caught is made by Mark Chmielewski. And if I can describe this to you, basically Murphy just throws the ball up as high as he can, and Chmielewski comes down with it. 1st down. We've got a flag on the play. So with 16 seconds to go, they were going to try to spike it, but we're going to get some kind of an illegal motion against East Lyme. So with 16 seconds to go here in the first half, a legal motion against East Lyme. They weren't set as they tried to spike it, as East Lyme has just one. I believe they have one timeout remaining. 23-17 your score. 16 seconds to go. The first half. The Lancers with a 23-17 lead. Two touchdown runs by Hoagland and a touchdown pass by Hoagland have led the Lancers scoring. Murphy back to throw, looking towards the end zone, lofts it up. It's badly underthrown, and it's batted down at about the 7-yard line. Pass was intended for Dan Beebe. Be 2nd down and 15. East Lyme with the football at the Waterford 23-yard line. Once again, stick around for halftime. Mike DeMoro will join us up here in the booth, and we'll sit down and chat with him for a little while. East Lyme comes out, shotgun formation. Beebe is wide out to the right. Back to throw is Mitchell Murphy, rolling to his right, now looking for an alternate receiver, throws underneath. The pass is caught by Beebe, but he's tackled immediately by Archambault at the 16-yard line. And we've got a stoppage of play, I believe the final timeout called by East Lyme. 2 seconds to go here in the first half. Be a perfect opportunity. If East Lyme does have a field goal kicker, this would be the time you would see him. So we'll see if anybody on the East Lyme Vikings can knock in a 32-yard field goal. The Vikings are deciding or trying to decide exactly what they're going to do. Their coach is out in the middle of the huddle. Same goes for the Lancers. Their defensive coach is directing the players on what to do. Beautiful day here, Alumni Field, Waterford, Connecticut, packed house. In fact, it's so overflowing. We've got bodies and people just kind of on the temporary track. It's good to see. It really is. All right, with 2 seconds to go, the Vikings come out, and they're going to run an offensive play, not try to kick. Murphy's in a shotgun formation, 2 wide outs to the left, single coverage actually to the left. Murphy back to throw, looking left, looking towards the end zone. The pass is almost caught by Beebe. Would have been a great catch. The pass was behind Beebe. It would have been just short of the goal line anyway. So there you have it. First half in the books. Before we send it back, let me tell you, first half being brought to you by R&B Apparel, Main Street Grill, Waits Insurance, Coca-Cola, New London, Northeast Paving, Bayberry Insurance, Spicer Gas, Pearl Vision, Fields of Fire, Protec Auto, Smokey O'Grady's, Spriggs and Twigs Landscapes, Lyme Tavern, Crestford, James Austin CPA, Scott's Orchard, United Way, Ledge Light Health, Ron's Guns, Salty Dog Barbershop, Central Valente Auto Group. As always, we thank all of them for being part of the show. All right, well, we're going to send it back to the booth for just a couple minutes. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. When we do, my good friend, Mr. Mike DeMoro, will join us here in the booth up here at Alumni Field in Waterford. Don't move. You're listening to high school football on 94.9 News Now and Stimulating Talk.